The Alaska illusion, a plea from a tiny soul. There are moments in rescue work when your heart is truly squeezed, not by gore or evident suffering, but by the sheer, oblivious cruelty that has reduced a creature meant for vibrancy into a ghost of itself. That day, the harsh sunlight bore down on the empty lot, creating a stifling, heavy atmosphere. I paused before a rusty, old cage, where a shaft of light cut through the bars, illuminating the small creature huddled inside. "Look, it's an Alaskan Malamute," a colleague whispered, a note of confusion in their voice. But as I drew closer, every ounce of my experience was immediately upended. I looked down, trying to confirm the breed, but the name Alaskan mighty and powerful felt like a painful joke. That body was too small, the bones jutting out under dry, brittle fur that clung to a fragile skeleton. He wasn't the large, robust dog of that noble lineage. He was barely a third of the size a pup his age should be. "No, he's not," I muttered, my voice tight with emotion. "This isn't an Alaskan. This is a sad illusion of neglect." The brutal truth was instantly clear. Severe malnutrition had ravaged this tiny body, stunting his growth so completely that people misidentified him. He was withered, a cold word that perfectly captured the agonizing reality of his burden. Watching him curled up, his eyes dull and listless, I knew this was a case that required not just medical intervention but a miracle to mend his spirit. It brought back memories of rescuing Jinsai, our little monkey, back on June 20th. Today was August 22nd. 2 months and 2 days since Jinsai was given a second chance. The contrast between Jinsai then and this poor Alaskan pup now was heartbreaking. One a seed of hope that had sprouted, the other a despair waiting to be lifted. I didn't rush into the cage. I stood back, observing the apprehension and fear in those eyes. After a moment of silence, I gently opened the door, maintaining a distance to give him space. Jinsai, our little success story, now much bigger and more energetic, started bouncing around my feet, begging for food. I tucked the snacks away, telling Jinsai to sit, calm down. "We can't let food consume your every thought." Jinsai was confident and bright now, playfully batting at my hand as if asking for a handshake, which I affectionately refused. "No need for those rigid training moves now," I smiled, feeling a warmth spread through me. My boy was so healthy and utterly adorable. Everyone who saw the initial rescue video believed this pup was a large adult dog starved down to nothing. But my years in rescue told me otherwise. He is a puppy, definitely a puppy. This poor soul should have been soaring through his growth spurt, yet he was imprisoned in a failing body. He took 2 tentative steps, his head bowed low as if preoccupied with his own private sorrow. It was a haunting gait, not a proactive effort, but the passivity of a spirit accustomed to being ignored. I raised the camera, needing to capture this profound moment. "All right, let's pause. I'm busy," I quietly told Jinsai, though his presence was a huge inspiration. I needed this little Alaskan to be seen, to be noticed. As he stumbled forward, I tried to get a head-on shot. "Come here, Jinsai." "No. I mean, little guy, look at the camera." The hapless pup seemed torn between acknowledging the person and acknowledging the possibility of food. I wanted my viewers to feel his undeniable cuteness, despite his state. "Let the word adorable fill the screen, everyone," I called out. He stopped. We estimate that when he was rescued, he was only about 2 months old. Now, he is nearly 5 months. At this stage, he still had a few small, unresolved health issues. I knelt down. Jinsai playfully nipped at my foot. I gently pushed him away. "Come a little closer, son." Even in this large space, I managed to gently hold him, a small moment of victory. His naughtiness and mischief were at their peak right now. "When you take care of him, just let him be a puppy," I advised a colleague, quickly adding, "But discipline is still necessary when required." Looking at his endearing face, I wondered sadly, what's his market value? A few hundred, 1,000 yuan? The words tasted bitter. He'd been bought and sold, and now, his only true value was to live and be fed. "Ah, he's noticed it," I cheered, as he finally looked straight into the lens. "This dog is not smart," I joked, but my eyes were full of sympathy. "Go home, son. Let's go home." When he first arrived, he was even smaller than Jinsey, another rescue dog. I had initially planned to pair him with Jinsey, hoping Jinsey would guide and raise him, but I was afraid that